Hardcore Fresh is here, and I've challenged myself to go live every single day until I hit 60. But at the start of each day, I have to spin the wheel. The wheel contains 14 unique challenges, which I have to strictly adhere to during the course of that stream. And I have to gain at least one level to successfully complete the challenge and end the stream. Last time we successfully conquered being locked to only using fire spells, having to RP walk at all times, and consuming whatever food or drink we had in-game in real life. Now we're going straight into day 4, with the challenge of not being able to use a singular spell. Not having access to spells leaves us with two things. Number 1, our wand, and number 2, items. This is why it's vitally important for us to catch up on our professions. Engineering will basically act as our spells. If we can gain access to bombs, we essentially have a spell cast interrupt. Dynamites increase our DPS, especially in a scenario where we might have to fight 2 enemies at once, and target dummies can act as a tank or a get out of jail free card. Currently, we're spec'd into fire as an artifact of the fire only challenge. Generally, this is the strongest talent tree until level 22, where you usually respec to frost, gaining access to improved blizzard and keeping it that way until 60. Respecing early is an incredibly precious resource because the price of it ramps up insanely fast. The first one starts out at a lowly 1 gold piece, but the next one after that is 5, with 10 gold coming next. With that said, we have no choice but to respec here, because the arcane talent tree offers us 25% damage increase to wands, as well as passive defenses, which we would not acquire in any other tree. Oh shit. Yo, maybe I'm tweaking, bro. Maybe this shit is insanely strong. Out of all of the stats, spirit, strength, agility, intellect, and stamina, the only one that has any effect on our performance is the latter, stamina. Our health will directly dictate what kind of enemies we can engage. Since we can't affect the damage of our wand, we can't affect our survivability outside HP, this is the only resource we have to effectively increase our maximum potential damage. Since the longer I live, the more damage I will be able to put out. This means we need to use literally everything we can to increase our max health. Food buffs, scrolls, plus any and all stamina items. And that is where fishing comes in. Your fish got away. Okay. Fishing is an incredibly strong profession if you are self-found, and the key to it all lies within the floating wreckage. Not only will it supply us with the leather we need to create our engineering helm, a direct drop from schools of fish is Rumsey rum. We all know that classic fresh can be quite overwhelming, and it's sometimes nice to take a break. That's why today's sponsor, Hero Wars, is perfect for just that. Hero Wars is the perfect online idle RPG fantasy game, where you can build an army of epic heroes, engage in PvP against your fellow players, fight boss battles against legendary foes, plus much more. And there has never been a better time to get into the game, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have arrived in Hero Wars. From December 2nd to December 21st, thanks to an epic collaboration between Paramount Pictures and Nexters, you'll be able to dive into thrilling battles alongside the Turtles. And this isn't just some character drop, it's an all-out adventure you do not want to miss. Make sure to take this chance to bring the Turtles into your squad for free. Yeah, you heard that right. The Ninja Turtles can be yours without spending a single penny. Alongside the Turtles, you gotta be on the lookout for incredible time-limited offers, such as exclusive Shredder and Casey Jones skins that will power up your heroes like never before. Also, you can jump into the action however you'd like. On the go on iOS or Android, or you can simply just play it in your browser. Perfect for whenever you got some downtime leveling. With that said, it's time to act fast, because time is running out. Once the event wraps up, the Turtles will not be available to be obtained anymore, so do not wait. This is the one adventure you don't want to miss, so make sure you go download it now and get the game alongside the Turtles for free. And I'll see you in Hero Wars. With all of these items, all of these buffs on our greater magic wand we secured last episode, coupled with our 25% extra damage, our mage, which cannot cast spells, is actually quite the powerhouse. Feeling incredibly strong, I set out to do some of the hardest quests in Darkshore, some of which have seen plenty of Hardcore's Fallen. But one quest stands above the rest. the absent-minded prospector is famously incredibly dangerous on hardcore, escorting a low-level NPC through high-leveled enemies with spawning waves of adds, respawning golems, and more, all the while having to keep the measly 300 HP NPC alive plus yourself. If you're an Alliance player, you know how much of a killer this place can be. The questline this unlocks awards an insane amount of XP, making it one of the most useful early game quests to complete in the entire game. So can we, having access to 0 spells, try one of the hardest possible early Alliance quests and come out alive? It's fucking over. Sorry, Prospector, I can't help you with that. Wait, maybe I can? As I've said, REM travel is exceedingly squishy, but so are we. This means we have to balance letting him keep aggro for as long as possible without dying, while also making sure we split aggro as it happens. Generally, his DPS is quite decent, meaning we can burst down whatever enemy he is attacking, limiting the amount of damage I take. While this happens though, I will have an enemy in my face almost the entire time, and have to balance my own health throughout all of this. Is it going on me? Well, then you need to help me, sir. Come on. Help me. I need help. Is he not gonna attack? It's also important to note that for Rem travel to get in combat and help me, he also needs to be hit once, meaning I can't instantly pull aggro. Wait, I have a strat. Okay. You guys gotta watch this tech. Fucking let's go. Is that not lost as well? Oh, it isn't. Holy shit! Calm down. Oh, they're hyper spawning. Get me out of here! Rem travel is also 3 to 4 levels lower than surrounding enemies, meaning he likes to pull aggro very easily, and catching up with my HP before he does so can be tricky. The final hurdle of this quest is the last wave, spawning 2 trogs, 1 big melee dude, and 1 caster. Casters are terrifying, dealing an insane amount of damage. I have to tank it for the entire duration of killing the melee guy, since he has aggro on the prospector. Kill it, come on. Okay, aggro. This is probably a health pot angle. Oh my god, is he gonna die? Okay, it's gonna run to him. Holy shit. But against all odds, we managed to complete the absent-minded prospector as a mage who can't use a single spell completely solo. Holy shit. I gotta go clean my pants. And we even forgot that we had target dummies. Whoops. After that, we trekked around Darkshore, finishing off some more scary quests until eventually after 4 hours, we completed the day's goal of getting 1 single level. Yo! We're done with the challenge! Fuck you guys! I'm out! Peace! Actually, I'll stay for a little bit. Now, naturally, it would be smart to end the challenge here. Having no spells is extremely dangerous, even if our DPS is somewhat decent. But we had an absurd amount of quests to turn in, and getting whatever XP we can in a day is vital. So I decided to keep blasting through Ashen Vale for another hour, and with all the quest turn-ins, we ended up getting 85% through the level in just 47 minutes, and finished up day 4. If you want to follow the Wheel Adventure live, you can follow me on Twitch or just look out for it here on YouTube, as I will be streaming on both platforms every day until I hit 60. Okay. Old school RuneScape mode. It's simple. In the game, you can click things from menus, so we also have to click things from menus. This means no keybinds, nothing on the bars, everything clicked from interfaces and clicking to move. We are allowed to use keybinds to open interfaces such as B for bags, P for spells, etc. But spells, moving, anything from the bags have to be clicked. This challenge provides 2 major difficulties. 1, having to go into each individual spell school tab to effectively cast spells and at the same time clicking to move. Because everything is done using the mouse, we cannot do 2 actions at the same time, such as kiting enemies while using spells. We have to sequence between using spells, then moving. This isn't all that bad when killing 1 enemy at a time, but we're a mage, and more importantly, a mage with access to all of our spells. So to speed up leveling and make this challenge doable, we have to take the risks when we can. No, fuck you. It's click to move thing, man. It's not very optimal. Doubling up, we are still dealing with yesterday's dilemma, with the fact that we are stuck in the arcane tree for the time being, because respec cost us a hefty 5 gold, increased to 10 by the next time. Saving up for that now, before ultimately having to respec for the arcane only challenge, could be disastrous. Therefore, we'll simply have to deal with the fact that our talents will remain mostly useless, and perhaps so for a while. Can we do an 8 mob pull? I'll eat some goulash. Then we'll consider it. That seems a bit risky, you know? I'm sure it's fine. Oh, wow. You guys heard of Mage as a class? Did a warrior do that with clicking? Did I not have frost armor up when I just did that pull? Haha. That could have been bad. Some challenges are more restrictive than others, and while only clicking is somewhat miserable, we have to use these times where we have access to a significant portion of our kit to run any dungeons we can. Stockades would have been impossible with no spells. Aside from just finding a group willing to bring that along, it would be quite restrictive to the group's performance. But dungeons are, to say the least, very important. While Stockades is very lacking in the gear factor, the sheer amount of quests and XP delivered is the #1 premium way to stay ahead in levels, especially considering the fact that getting this dungeon down unlocks the Seal of Rin questline, giving us even more XP. While getting a group can take time and runs on hardcore usually aren't the fastest, for someone like me who is very restricted with the challenges in mind, plus being self-found, just taking that extra time to stay 2 to 5 levels ahead of your enemies at all times, while including the addition of good gear, is vitally important to our survival. And with the Stockades run down, 6 hours later and a whopping 3.5 levels gained, it was time to end the day and get ready to spin the wheel. I want to add stuff to the wheel. So I'm adding each spell equals 1 squat. I'm also adding rank 1 only. Not outside, not outside, not outside, not outside. Let's go! Oh! Not respecing, paying off. Getting arcane only is honestly crazy luck. While doing no spells, we spec'd the arcane tree in such a way that it would be somewhat ready for arcane only on the very small chance that we rolled it. And we did. This is not only great because it's a challenge we're quite accustomed to, we also save an obscene amount of gold rolling this now. Arcane only. I know it, you know it, we all know it. Basically, the damage output is quite significant, arcane missiles can't be interrupted by damage, and arcane explosion is the highest DPS AoE spell in the game. The one caveat is the insane mana cost associated with these spells. Coupled with our only defensive being mana shield, keeping our mana intact can be quite challenging. It comes down to a matter of using both our resources efficiently. Completely running out of mana before enemies are dead is a very close equivalent to running out of health, because we lose any and all defensive tools. So, it's a game of balance. Oh shit, there's a stealth guy. What the fuck? Oh, I don't want to deal with that. Who the hell is that? I guess I can pull this pack? Maybe? No, it's another stealth guy, like... Get away from me. Yeah, no, let's not do that, you know. Oh, am I dead? Oh, I might be dead, guys. I'm not dead. Completely reckless and stupid pulls aside, where we yet again forget to use our target dummies, Arcane Mage is actually quite proficient in AoE pulls. You just have to employ the strongest spell in the game, Tree. Because trees completely mess up the pathing of all enemies in the game, you can handle pulls with relative ease as long as you know how to navigate them. This doesn't only apply to AoE as well, as back in the day I used the same strategies to kill dangerous elite enemies. It's just that since Arcane Explosion is instant, it's very hard to mess up this particular strategy. After 1 hour of helplessly running around in circles, we managed to finish up these 2 godforsaken quests and make our way back into Ashenvale just in time for our BFD run. Now understandably, I had a bit of trouble finding a group for this dungeon considering people aren't too keen on mages that can't use frost spells whatsoever. But in a crazy twist of fate, I was accidentally invited to a group, and moments before getting removed, 2 people in the group vouched for me, saying that they had seen my content before, and I was allowed to stay as a result. Which means I can finally say I've taken part of content creator privilege. Black Fathom Teams don't have a lot of amazing gear for us since we already have the Emberstone staff, but it does feature quite a substantial upgrade to our wand. As a mage, we don't get a lot of moments where our wand shines, but it's good as a finisher to not waste too much mana, and also very good in case we get any remaining challenges that encourage us to not cast that many spells. You should probably heal him, he can get thrashed, so keep him topped. Okay, nice. Give me the wand. That's insane. All in all, we ended Arcane only day after 7 hours played, and a total of 3 whole levels gained, putting us at level 30. With enough gold to respec to Frost for the coming days, this gives us access to many useful things. Permafrost, improved Blizzard, Cold Snap, Ice Block, increased range on Frost abilities plus lowered mana costs, ensuring that we are as safe as physically possible. And now all that's left is to roll for day 7. Okay, I am adding to this, by the way, no gear. And let's spin. Oh. Thanks again to Hero Wars for sponsoring this video. Download it and get Ninja Turtles for free right now.